It's my birthday month. Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Crystal. This is Books Forever After, where I sit on my floor and we talk about everything and all things books. So long time no see. But it's great to be back. We are going to be doing a May TBR. And what's so great about this month is it's my birthday month and Mother's Day, so much is happening. And I'll be participating in my very first, or attending my very first book signing, which is really, really exciting. Okay, so first off, I apologize if you can hear my family out there. Where the location and times has been a little bit hard to coordinate. You haven't seen my face for a couple of weeks because my daughter and myself was sick, and then now my daughter just refuses to go into her own bed. So yeah, so that's what we got. All right. So as I said, I'm gonna be attending the summer sizzle, I guess. I think it's gonna be at like a Books A Million on May 20th. It's gonna be in Dayton, Ohio. I live in Ohio, and so this is like the closest book signing to me. It's still gonna be a ways away to drive, but yeah. So what I'm really excited about, I will post the details here. But I'm really excited about, I know that Sarah Kate and Kennedy Ryan is going to be there, as well as Claire LeGrand, and Elle Kennedy, and Lily Chu. Who else am I missing? B. Celeste, and one other author, I can't remember who it is. But these are the books that I kind of want to read before that happens, and Sarah Kate, I obviously already read her. Kennedy Ryan, I read Before I Let Go, so I'll probably be bringing that book with me. And so you get a book there that you can pre-order. So I just pre-ordered the Praise, what's it called? Traditionally published version. So I have all the other ones for that. So I'm really excited for that. So I'll have her sign all of my Salacious Players Club's editions. That I have so far that she hasn't. I did already get the pre-ordered one for Highest Bidder that she signed for me, so we'll have to worry about that one. So we'll see if, I don't know what the limit is. It's my first book signing, so I'm just gonna bring the books and see if there's a limit. So yeah, so because of that, these are the authors I've been wanting to try to read from, or they've been on my TBR, so I just want to read at least the book that they're recently publishing or traditionally publishing. And so I just want to know if they're for me, so that way I can purchase their book there or beforehand to have them sign it. So the first one I'm actually currently reading right now is Dare You to Hate Me by B. Celeste. So this is a sports romance. It is, there is trigger warnings here for attempted suicide, I believe, so just FYI there. It's a football sports romance, and it's a friends to lovers / kind of like a second chance, I guess. They were friends in high school, and now it's a new adult, and now they attend the same college, and they kind of basically meet up again. So yeah, that's all I got for that one. So let me know if you actually read that one, because I have no idea. It looks to have a 3.69 rating on Goodreads, so should be interesting to read. Next I want to read The Deal. The Dare You to Hate Me I do have it's on Kindle Unlimited, so that's how I'm reading it right now. The Deal, I don't know if it's on Kindle Unlimited. I don't think it is, because it's traditionally published now. But I do have the ebook of the first one. I got that a while ago, when it was $0, when it was free for the ebook. So it gives me a chance to read that as well. And if I end up liking it, like I said, I'll probably end up buying the physical copy. And then The Stand-In with, I believe I can get this from my library, the Libby app. This is also, I've seen this at Target actually, so if I end up liking it, I will pick that up to have her sign it. It is Oh, by the way, I don't know any of the premises of these. So the deal, I think, is a hockey romance, new adult. The stand-in, I want to say it's a switched places, obviously, as the name kind of tells. Really going into it blind, I haven't really delved too much into it, but it does look interesting. And then Furyborn, this is fantasy romance by Claire Legrand. I think it's young adult, actually. She has a new release, which I think is her first release, which is actually being kind of, it's kind of being marketed at this event. I can't remember what it's called. Let me look on here. Crown of Ivy and Glass. So I will pop that up there. That is her newest release, and I think it's her first adult fantasy romance. So we'll see how it goes. So those are the books I want to read before that book signing. And then for read-alongs, for my Johanna Lindsay read-along that I co-host with April from Happily Ever April, I will link her channel down below. We recently just did our April one off of the previous book, which was The Magic of You. And this one is for the month of May. We're doing Say You Love Me, and our live will be Sunday, May 21st, 9 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Pacific time. If you're not able to join live, that's okay. You can always watch the replay, because we know it's a different kind of crazy with the time changes and time zones, that's the word. So we'll be doing live with that one. And the Say You Love Me has an auction theme in it, so I do remember reading this one years ago, so this one is probably going to be a reread for me. So yeah, so it's been a long time since I read this whole series, so looking forward to reading that. So yeah, the next one I will be participating in the summer just disregard, guys. Summer of Tessa, which is being hosted by, oh gosh, Rachel Reads and Sings, and I can't remember who else. I will link their channels down below who is co-hosting this, and so they are basically reading a lot of her Avon published Avon published books. Oh gosh, I can't remember. Disregard me. I will put the graphics up here and you guys can look into that, and I will also link Rachel Reads and Sings and Mama Reads Romance. I think that's her channel. I know there's a couple other participants, but I will link their videos down below and their channels down below, so you guys can get the deets from there. So for the month of May, I think they're doing first is, I want to say it's Once Upon a Winter's Eve and then A Night to Surrender, and I think that is going to be the same night or same day, so it's going to be Sunday, May 21st for the first one. I think it's at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so it's earlier in the day on that one. And then they're having another one, I believe June 4th, I believe same time. I think it's June 4th. I will put the correct dates down below. So I'm going to read that ahead of time, probably closer towards the end of the month. And I believe that is going to be A Week to Be Wicked, and then A Lady by Midnight. So those are the two books. So the first live show, they're going to be discussing the first two books, and at some point some of them are going to be like a 3-book discussion for that. So sorry, I lost my place. So yeah, Once to Surrender, The Deal, and then there's another read along hosted by Historical Hellions, which is which is like a book club co-hosted by Jess from Peace Out Books and Sam from, oh gosh, totally blanking on the names today. I will link her below too, her channel mentioned below. But I believe they're reading for the month of May is Devil's Bride by Stephanie Lawrence. I don't remember what the dates. I don't think they've announced the live show yet for that yet. But it looks really interesting. I know Jess mentioned that that's one that she's read before and she really liked, and she's looking forward to reading it again. So I would that's all you need to say. Whenever all those historical romance lovers of YouTube that I follow, they say it's good, I'm definitely going to try to read it. So I love historical romance. So this looks like it's probably like a marriage of convenience. Don't know anything else by that. There might be like a carriage ride, maybe. Yeah, no idea. Know nothing. I know nothing. So that's like 10 books. I don't know. Generally, I'm reading 8 to 12 at most. Typically, I feel like it's 8 to 9 really a month that I'm able to read. So that'll be interesting. But it's going to be a very ambitious TBR. So to compound this, I have my drawings that I'll do for my TBR challenges here. My historical romance author one, and then my physical TBR, like one shelf kind of challenge, 1 week, 1 shelf kind of thing. So yeah. So we see here. So let me try the historical one. So I am already reading a lot of historicals, but we'll see if there's any on my physical authors here that I can get done. So yeah. Drawing this one. This one is Hannah Howe. Okay, so we'll see what we got here. And I will pick out all the Hannah Howe books that I have. Okay, that took a lot of maneuvering. It was way back in the back, kind of back third one there, and on the bottom. So of course, I only have one by Hannah Howe. It is called My Valiant Knight. No Step Back, and this is actually from 1996. So yeah. Alright, so this one says, the back of this one says, able to ride, wield a sword, and throw a dagger as well as any man, Ansley of Kingarvey is more warrior than maid. Yet even her awesome skill as a horsewoman cannot help her outrace the knight who hotly pursues her. An Anglo-Norman who has won favor with the king, Sir Gabel de Amalville. Wow, they made this really hard to say, don't they? Must prove his fealty by crushing the rebellious McNairn clan. Seizing the youngest daughter of Duggan McNairn gives him a necessary advantage. He spirits her to his isolated castle keep, only to be passionately drawn to the sensual flame-haired beauty. Now, as war sets the highlands aflame, Gable vows to follow no sovereign, but his own widely yearning heart. Alright, so we have a Highland romance. It's going to be interesting. I want to say it's probably going to also be a medieval. Yes. Scottish Highlands 1210. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. So yeah, let me know if you've read anything by Hannah Howe. I definitely first time reading this author, so we'll see how it goes. And then I will do my drawing for the shelf for my physical TBR. Sorry, you can hear my daughter. Okay, so here we go. We got this one. All right. Says IKEA middle T4. So I will show you this. Just pre-warn you, you will be seeing this probably in silence with music over it. just because. Okay, so I picked the House of Furies as you saw in this clip. I had no idea how well that turned out because all my family was back in the living room. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if I did the voiceover good, good or not. So this is a trilogy, House of Furies. I think it also is Fae, I believe. Am I wrong? Okay. Anyway, I found the second and third at a Books A Million in like their sales section or clearance section, and I was so I couldn't find the first one, so I ordered the first one, this one, off of Amazon. So this was like last year actually, so this is how long it's been on my shelf. So interested in reading this one, obviously, but I'm still kind of apprehensive because my young adult foray into my physical TBR just hasn't been working, and I don't know if it's just because it has to be a very specific kind of YA fantasy for me with the writing, and if the writing just doesn't click, then it's kind of like a dud and really disappointing. So we'll see how this goes. I think this one has a, yes, so it has a school in it, so love that. So that'll be really interesting. So I want to say it's like a student teacher romance, maybe. I don't know. No idea. Truly I know nothing. That's what we got. So those are my two selections for my TBR challenge. We'll see how that goes. If I have time, I will start on the second and third of that, as you saw on my shelf, but most likely I won't have time for the first one. So much ambitiousness for the TBR there. So I also know there's like a mafia romance read-along that's happening in a couple of days actually, so we'll see if I participate in that one. I just feel like I have a lot going on and for my TBR, and I just don't know if time for it. I do have a couple of mafias on my Kindle Unlimited selected, so we'll see if I end up participating or not. So we'll see. All right, so you got that one. So that is it. I'm really excited. It's my birthday month, so you know that's always an excuse to get books. So I'm sure I'll go on a shopping spree, and we'll see how that turns out. Look forward to some. I'll have a book haul following this. I'll have a book unhaul following this because I went through all my all my books to unhaul for there. To make room for more, and I'm still building my library at the same time. So much to build. But yeah, then I'll have a couple book hauls coming up for you guys that I just have been in reserve because hadn't had the time to do that. So we'll get that done for you guys. And if you want to see what I read for what I actually read for the month, for those months, I'll have a recent reads videos popped up here. I think I'll actually have March and April combined, so you'll see that here in the next week or two, so look forward to that. But if there's anything else that you guys want to see from me, please let me know. I'm still kind of new to this whole YouTube channel things, and this is just a hobby of mine, so something I've been really loving to do. So if there's something you want to see in particular, please, I welcome any and all ideas. Alright, with that said, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.